Alrighty, my fine English comp folks. Let's do a little summary response video. Basically, and this is going to be pretty short. I've got a 102 page open up here, one of my 102 pages, but you're going to want to look for the notes on summaries. This is, you're going to find this in any of my courses, 101, 110, what have you. There will always be like notes on summaries if there's a summary assignment. So that's going to be your first thing to do. Pop it open, and then yeah, you read through these notes for summary. Okay, basically you want to, your main strategy is to kind of consolidate or like condense or extract the main ideas of something. And with your summary, the most important thing to do with the summary is to always keep it objective. What that means is you don't put any opinion in there. So if the information is telling you, if it's 90, if the information tells you it's 95 degrees out, you could just say it's 95 degrees out and that's it. You don't want to say that's super hot or that's not even cold. That's not even that hot, right? Because those are opinions and you don't want opinions in a summary. Okay. So you open up a doc. All right. And basically with the summary responses, you want one paragraph summary, one paragraph response. And in response, I don't really need to tell you how to write a response. That's up to you. I'd usually shoot for like 50 to 100 words on that, 50 to 100 words on the summary, more or less. I mean, there's many different assignments that we do throughout the semester. But look, it's usually just like 50 to 100 words is kind of like a good rule of thumb. But anyways, briefer the summary is briefer than the original text, blah, blah, blah. Neutral objective tone, like I said, and you only want the main ideas, key points. And so when you read or watch like a movie or something like that, you kind of want to, and also things to note with the summary is you want to spoil it. This isn't like it's not a preview. No one said it's a preview. It's certainly not any kind of a teaser or like don't leave us hanging on the edge. A summary is literally a summary, as in it summarizes what the heck is happening. And so it tells us everything that happened in a shorter version. Okay, so basically you couldn't summarize a movie, summarize a story, summarize an article without telling us every single thing that happened in it, right? So you would have to absolutely tell us the end of that story, the end of that article, and in a much briefer form. Okay, so yeah, just format your document as usual, and yeah, so we can do a quick a quick little ditty here with a summary. First things first is you always want to mention the piece of content, the artifact, whatever you want to call it, the thing that has been created. We need to know what that thing is. Don't just assume that we know what the Lion King is. You know why? I mean, first and foremost, there's people who might not know what the Lion King is, right? But secondly, right, you've got the Lion King animated movie, you've got the Lion King musical, you've got the Lion King live action movie, you've got the Lion King, and there's probably a series, there's probably books, there's so much crap. Could be a Lion King backpack. How do I know what you're talking about? There's only one way for me to know what you're talking about. Words. Put them in the document, put them in the summary. So with the Lion King, right, we'll talk about the animated movie, and I'll show you how to do that. You just use your words. Go italics because it's the title of a movie. We use italics, no quote marks, nothing else. Make sure this Times New Roman 12, of course, as well. So we go, the Lion King, on italicized, is an animated Disney feature film. Well, we'll just say movie. We don't have to be that fancy. It's an animated Disney movie. Okay. We'll say like created, in the golden era. Well, I shouldn't say golden because then that's putting a little bit too much in there. Created in the we'll say the heyday of Disney cartoons, right? In the let's not get off topic here. What you also want to do is you're gonna need to look this up. You want to find out who created it. We've got Disney, but you might want the director in there. If there's any big names like James Earl Jones, Jeremy Irons, right? These are kind of some big names. And if they're not big to you, then don't put it in your summary, right? You tell us what's relevant. This is your world, your summary. Adapted from Hamlet could be good things to include as well, but let's put these directors in here. And you could just phrase your next sentence with those directors starting it off. Hold on, let me paste this without formatting. So you go directors, Rob Minkoff, Roger Allers deliver, and let's not use a comma there. We'll go and, what was it, Roger Allers deliver, and you know, a anthropomorphization, oh my Lord, of the famous Shakespeare play Hamlet through the narrative of a young lion who is tricked into believing he killed his own father. Okay, so you go famous Shakespeare play Hamlet. You want that italicized. Through the narrative of a young lion, and you know, you could, if this is something you want to do, you could do like Simba in parentheses. You could do Simba, you know, comma Simba, boom. Okay, whatever you want. Maybe I'll put Simba in parentheses. I think that's how you spell it. He killed his own father. Right, now we're gonna have to fast forward through the deceit of his uncle. Now, I also want to put a young prince. Well, let's say a lion prince. Okay. He leaves his community and you know, discovers his trajectory and self through a series of trials and challenges, only to return to his former father's kingdom. All right. And let's say upending, well, let's say defeat, let's say only to return to his former father's kingdom and defeat the, you know, usurper Scar. Okay. This completes the narrative. Now let's say Simba then ascends the throne, his rightful position, to complete the narrative and what the movie's main theme is. And we'll put it in quotes. Let's see, I don't even know how to say that. Anyways, so there you go. There's your summary. Okay. Is this the best summary I've ever seen? Heck no. But it does the job, right? And I would have followed these notes, right? Paraphrase the author's thesis. Obviously, this is the thesis, the circle of life, matricide and things like this. Or I guess it's what is it, Paris? What is it when you kill your brother? Anywho, we've got the summary here, and of course, you know, you need to do your MLA crap. Do that. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother wasting more video time showing you how to do that. And then underneath it, you could do a new page. You could honestly just you don't even have to hit enter twice, just hit enter once. And, you know, I felt this movie was, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Go on for a paragraph, okay? That's all you do for the response, is just respond. Be a person who consumed something, right? If you ate a cheeseburger and you said it tasted good, tell us that. If you watched this movie and you thought it sucked, tell us that. If you watch this movie, had no idea what's going on, tell us that. I don't care. A response can be anything. You could talk about something completely off topic. It doesn't matter. You're in control. You're the creator of these words. Okay. And so yeah, you always just see these summary notes. And then if it needs a works cited, you'll always do a new page, right? Always has to come on its new page. So you go page break and start your works cited up. I've got videos on that. I don't want to go into it right now. And yeah, and that's how you do a summary response. Okay.